Oh man, well praise God. Look who we have in the studio today. None other than one of my most favorite shows, one of my most favorite ladies, Lady D. How are you doing today?
Just awesome, awesome, awesome. What a wonderful Sunday. The weather is just so gorgeous out. I mean, it's perfect.
It is.
It really is perfect.
It is. And we just met some new friends from the Stellar Copters here at the airport. So folks that want to go and fly around the city can do so on a helicopter.
That is really neat. You know,
Yeah.
you get to fly up and get to see a different perspective of our city. And the trips are short or long or however you want them. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is going to be a great thing for the city. Sort of reminds me of Las Vegas.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, where you can fly around Vegas and check out the sights and have a good time and all that kind of stuff. So
Oh, yeah.
that's gonna be real nice. That's gonna be real nice. So today we are going to call this day what are we gonna call it?
We're calling Express Yourself Sunday.
Express Yourself Sunday.
Express Yourself Sunday.
Well, let's start off with this. I know John will be here shortly, but I want to start off with the passing of Mr. Robert Goodwin.
Yes.
You know, it was truly a horrific thing to see someone murdered on Facebook, and of course we thought it was live, but even though we later found it was live, it was still just as horrific. It
Yes.
didn't take away from the tragedy that we witnessed. I think that, and I don't know what they can do, but there has to be some sort of responsibility on Facebook's part when it comes to this, you know, these kind of things. And here's why I say this, because our church, for instance, we stream live,
Okay.
obviously, and we stream live on Facebook.
Okay.
If I play any music that is copywritten by, you know, and we don't have rights to that music,
Correct.
they'll shut down my Facebook Live account
Right.
for, you know, for like forever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, for like 24 hours.
Right.
Now, hey John, if someone's fighting and killing and shooting and stuff on Facebook, they leave that stuff up.
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense to me. So they want to penalize the church for playing gospel music, but that they don't want to penalize the people out there fighting and World Star and all that kind of stuff. I think it's sad.
It is sad. And you know what? It's really sad that society really caters and feeds off of violence.
Right.
You know, we talk about we don't want violence, you know, but we promote it.
Right.
That's what sells.
You know, we're promoting violence.
Good morning, Cleveland. Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Hey John.
You get everybody all situated, John.
Yeah, well, I had a good. My mother and my aunt had a wonderful birthday party down at Caramoo, and
wow.
it was nice. And I guess, you know, when you have older parents, you really look back on your life in some aspects. Appreciate a lot what they done for you.
Yes, because your mother is how old?
Old.
Old. She is gracefully.
Gracefully.
Okay. Gracefully, yes.
Gracefully.
And that's a blessing itself to have your mother be of that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I would tell the world how old she was, because I wouldn't be ashamed. Because, you know, I'm telling you, it's a blessing to see the next day, long less to live of that age. So, you know, that
my
is
father
awesome.
is doing pretty well. He lost, I thought, too much weight, but he says it's good for him. And
Well, John
stop
won't-
using a cane. He don't even. He's walking pretty well. I mean, I was kind of surprised.
John doesn't want to say his mom's age because we know that John is already 70.
All right.
So we figure, you know,
We just add on.
add on 20 years and we got mom's age. You know?
Right. But listen, listeners, we are inviting you all to tune in and listen. Please call in and express yourself. The phone number here is 216-539 7225. Get it off your chest.
Yeah, whatever it is. And that was a good discussion when I came in that you guys were talking about.
We were talking about, Robert Goodwin and,
Right.
and his tragic loss and death. And I mean, I want to talk about that because
You
the
had a
media-
valid point, what you mentioned.
Yeah.
That if you're going to show somebody get shot and allow somebody stream that,
yeah,
and then, someone playing, like you were saying, you cut them off
World
for 20.
Star, right? World Star fighting and black folks fighting each other. Why don't they take that stuff down?
Right.
You
right.
have all that violence happening,
Right.
and it doesn't make any sense.
Exactly.
Why they're not blocked for 24
Right.
hours?
Exactly.
Why didn't that happen immediately?
Exactly. I mean, I can't play Marvin Gaye in the opening of your show because I don't have the copyright.
Right.
So they cut me off for 24 hours. It doesn't make any. And I mean immediately. I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Immediately.
It probably happens immediately. And why come that didn't happen immediately?
Exactly.
What was the filters in the system for that? But I think Facebook does that on purpose.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
that's my opinion. I think it's done on purpose. And it's not so much to promote violence, but promote money.
Sure.
Yeah, well, when it all comes down to it, it is all about the money.
You know, it is. So now here's something I saw that this is Express Yourself Sunday. I'm gonna express myself. Right
Okay.
Here. Someone wrote a post regarding Robert Goodwin's death that talked about the age of his wife or girlfriend or whoever it was. That they did the math.
And
she got pregnant at the age of 16. He was 56.
yeah.
What does that got to do with the price of
Tea in China.
tea in China? But they wanted to bring that out sort of almost to justify
Him getting shot.
him getting 20 years later. You know what I
Right.
mean? I mean it just behooves me the way people think.
Yeah, and that's no justification from that. Is there that age difference? Is that a big thing? Yeah, I guess.
Well,
you could
yeah,
say.
well,
But at
that's
the
the
time
point
period,
there,
There's a point, but it's at that time period, and they've been together, so it must have been consensual.
well,
So I'm looking beyond
exactly.
that. I'm looking at that time they were together, had a family, and the man was
Well, if she's
Just
16
mowed
years
down in the
old,
street.
That's sort of, that is sort of like
that's
illegal.
right.
It
It is
is illegal.
illegal, and it's
Right,
robbing
right.
the cradle.
it's robbing in the
Okay,
cradle.
it's just that so
But that
happened
doesn't
that.
mean he deserved to get shot.
No,
the
but-
way
No,
he
well,
did.
maybe
but why
not
even-
to cover for that, but
Right,
just
right.
to say maybe might have been the impromptu time to bring that up when people are mourning someone's
Right.
death.
Right.
You know,
That's not a good
you're
time.
you're reaching back into the closet and
Right.
bringing out things like
we all got
this.
skeletons.
Yes,
Right,
yes.
and she didn't bring it up.
Oh, who did?
Somebody else brought that up, right?
Yeah, she did. Yeah, I think they were interviewing her something, and it came out. That,
Well, because
They
his
did
child is
math,
5 years old.
well, she has two. One's
Two.
11, one's 5, or.
Oh
and
wow,
there was an older one
girlfriend.
there, too.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Oh well. Oh well.
Yeah.
You know.
And trying to figure out who's going to take care of her children and who's going to help with the babies and stuff like that. Hey, but give us a call. The phone number is 216-539-7725. 216-539-7725. Now, if you are on Section 8, you are of the devil. So
Oh,
give us a call
Lord.
right now
Here we
at
go.
216-539-7725. Section 8 is of the devil. But go ahead, John. How you doing, man? I miss you, John. I mean, so how was your Easter, guys? I mean, tell me something. How was Easter?
Resurrection Day was all right.
Resurrection Day. Okay, Resurrection Day. He has to be technical with it.
Well, you know what? This year I noticed that everybody was calling it Resurrection
Resurrection.
Day.
Yes, yes.
You know, you go to their house, Happy Resurrection. So
Right,
that
right.
must have been the sermon at church, at Resurrection, and people were using it.
I mean, what does a bunny rabbit and eggs have
Nothing.
to do with Jesus Christ?
Nothing,
Yeah.
nothing.
And burial and resurrection. I don't. It just doesn't even. make any sense. But we
It's an
celebrate.
old Viking holiday. So.
Well, it's
Just
like all
Christmas.
the rest of the pagan holidays that we
We
celebrate.
all celebrate pagan.
We celebrate all these pagan holidays,
we do.
and we just buy right on into the system.
Yeah, we do.
It's commercial.
It's commercial, and it's up to each individual. But shame on you.
That's right. I mean, I
Okay.
did not buy any Easter baskets for any of my 3 grandbabies.
Okay.
They did not get named one. And as a matter of fact, as quiet as it's kept, even during Christmas, I just buy them clothes. I don't know. We're not really off into that holiday stuff.
Right.
I
Just
don't
keep it
do
into
it
the
either.
meaning and what it's all about. The other night, last night, I watched a wonderful documentary. I thought it kept me up all night. Me and my father was talking about it, and it's amazing. Number 45. 45. I think he.
You gotta bring him
Hold
back
on.
again.
I think he's getting it though.
He's going to be a good president.
No.
Yeah.
But he is getting it. He's not going to be a good president.
He's going to be a good president.
No.
All right, so I want to know what make you think he's going to be a good president, and then I want to hear why.
His
not.
popularity's already gone up to 41%, down from the gutter of 36. So
Okay.
he's becoming.
His numbers is rising.
He understands now how the game is played. It took him a minute to understand how this game is played, but now he understands how the game is played.
I don't think he understands. I think he gets it. He doesn't understand it yet.
He still is not in tune with
Right.
it. Mhm.
And
Well-
unfortunately, neither is any in his administration, but very few.
Well, one,
Just-
he's only going to be able to do so much because the powers of the be is not going to only let him do but so much. He still has to follow orders.
No, he
you know?
doesn't.
He's the
He
president,
doesn't.
and he still has to.
No, he
oh,
doesn't.
Why not?
No, he doesn't. Either getting trapped into what has already been done or what has been laid by the military complex, or he can make a break. Then again, he can
got
end
to
up like
go with the
JFK.
He got to go with the
No, he
flow,
don't.
or else.
Or he can make a change.
Mm-hmm.
It's that balance. And for one of the things I forgot about, Afghanistan has been the longest period that we have been in a war situation in Afghanistan than any time. And a lot of people think it's just this time period since George Walker Bush went in there and started, but we've been in there since the Carter years. And one of the things I found out yesterday too, my wife brings this up all the time. She's like, they're going to Sharia law. They're going to bring Sharia law to America. And it's never going to happen. For anyhow, the whole Sharia law, that sect really got a boost from the Carter administration, who really gave money to Saudi Arabia to make those schools and stuff like that, and to promote that form of Islam when they were battling, the Russians, and to get them as a what does it call it, a buffer, to fight the Russians through. We fought the Russians through the Mujahideen, and that whole jihad thing and everything like that. That was our idea. In fact, the first Midrash books for the Sharia law and teaching those kids that, they were printed in Oklahoma.
Sharia, the books were.
The books were. They're actually by a Christian publisher.
Okay.
So for the CIA. So we created our own monster. And the more I was watching that documentary and putting it out, I was like, this is all what we started. And I think he's getting that point, and he's realizing what he stepped into. And for him to live up to those things he was trying to talk about, there's a lot he's going to pull out. And it's going to be a balancing trick. But he already gave the generals 2 more important pieces of the government. So we'll see what happens. Homeland Security, and they got the Pentagon.
Well,
Very interesting.
well, the world's coming to an end.
Not too soon.
I believe we're going to get raptured up here, probably doing a KAZ radio show right here. What's going on? We'll probably get raptured up on a Sunday afternoon.
Well, I'm going to take that little
the
helicopter that's out there.
You right.
I'm going to fly on out here.
Well, you're going to be raptured out. So
Well,
everybody.
at least I'm going to be
Hey.
above.
I got you.
You're going to already be up there.
I'm going to be
Well,
up there, okay?
Yes,
The
okay.
world is
Right,
not coming to
okay.
an end. The world won't be coming in to the end. You know when the world's coming to the end?
When?
When?
The Browns win the Super Bowl.
Oh, No, that's when hell freezes over. That's not the end of the world. That's when hell just simply
freezes over completely. It's like Arctic.
Come on, Cleveland Browns. Come on back. Y'all got to make a comeback.
While I'm wearing my Cleveland Browns jersey.
Yes, I see you in your orange
ready
and
for the
brown.
draft. Ready for the draft.
You know, exactly. You know, but really, you know, I think he'll do a good job. I think he's going to just improve and improve and improve as president. And for all of you charlatans that refer to our president as 45, shame on you.
How?
Do we have any folks out there that refer to him as 45? Give me a call so I can talk about you. 216.
Don't worry, I got your back. I got your back.
7225. That's 216.
I got your back.
Let's get it on.
You and your 45. I tell you, man. You know, but you know what's so sad about it, Aurelia?
Yes.
If they talked about Obama.
They did.
Yes, they did.
If they called him 44. Okay. Oh, John and all the other folks would be in an uproar.
Oh, they called him worse.
Yeah, but that was just
But
Fox
you know
News.
what? And no other president has been called by a numeral, a number.
Nobody.
You know, so this is new. You know,
They knew it's what it is.
it
you know,
is.
so
But I've never heard any other president.
But you know
called by
what? It's all the
45,
media. It is the media. I am so now convinced that the media is of the devil.
Along
with Section 8.
Along with Section 8.
I mean,
Because they just keep stirring stuff, huh?
Well,
They keep stirring the pot.
Well, they're supposed to stir the pot.
No, they're supposed to be objective.
Well, that's
Get the
been dead
story.
since the 80s.
Yes, I mean, there's no more objective. Does 60 Minutes even still come on?
No. Well, yeah, they do.
What, 60
but
minutes?
it's more like
Yeah.
20 minutes.
It's about 20 minutes, 60 minutes. Yeah, the other 40 minutes.
And they're
is
totally
commercial.
not.
Yeah, 'cause I
they're
try to
not
tune
objective
into it.
like they used to be. It's like any other,
News
magazine
Wow,
show,
that's terrible.
like prime time, you know what? And that, which is sad
Right.
because America, we don't really have any, they talk about fake news. The problem is we don't have any news that is objective, so people make up their own minds.
Yeah, because I mean, I watched this Ray Child, is her name, on MSNBC.
Mm-hmm.
She's terrible.
Oh, she's thoroughly opinionated.
Yeah, it should say, in my opinion. You remember when
Yeah, there used to
when
be
they have
something
shows,
in my opinion.
Right.
in my opinion,
Right.
or a letter from the editor, or
Right, at
Right,
the end,
right.
Her
whole show is like that.
Her whole show
It's
is
terrible. I don't
in
watch
her
it.
opinion.
It's garbage. It's garbage, Rachel. It's garbage.
Oh my goodness.
It's all her opinion.
Absolutely
All
garbage.
about her. You
Rachel,
know,
if
one
you're
of
listening,
those
call us 216
me
539
people.
So, go
No,
ahead.
it's like it's what we come to as a society, and it's up to people to, I think, either turn them off,
Sure.
narrow the view.
But-
It also comes down to education. So
And social media, along
That's
with
taking that place.
media on television, I mean, you almost got to get off the grid to not be exposed to any of this stuff.
yeah,
I mean, no smartphone, no television, then you can probably get away, no radio. Then you can probably, not have to hear all this garbage.
Right.
No newspaper. Can't read nothing. I mean, it's just all.
so
Well, you just
in
have
my
to shut
opinion.
yourself down and just maybe go live on a little island.
Yeah.
Speaking I don't know about that.
Speaking of living on the island, the guy
That's gotta be boring.
the guy that kidnapped the young lady. And
They got found
They
in
were
Cal-
in a cabin someplace in Tennessee or something.
Yeah.
California.
It was California.
They got all the way to Northern California.
Wow.
Wow. I think that there is something I'd like to get off my chest too. How is it that you're a grown man and you're going to take the Tennessee teacher, Elizabeth Thomas, she's reunited with her family. How is it that you're going to take this little girl across state lines and not, and not give her to her parents or let her contact her parents or, I mean, what was the story behind it? Anybody know what was the...
There's a lot of stuff about he groomed her. It was more like it was, of course, like we just got finished talking about earlier. That kind of situation. It's very possible he won't even get prosecuted in Tennessee. The only thing he probably get prosecuted for is because he went across state lines.
Why wouldn't he get prosecuted in Tennessee?
Because the laws are different.
Right. Well, age of consent.
Yeah.
And if she said that it was consensual.
Okay, well, Elizabeth Thomas was 15. She's 15. And she's safe and she's at home, according to her attorney.
Mm-hmm.
And there is no doubt that she suffered severe emotional trauma and that her process is only just beginning.
Wow.
So this guy kidnaps this 15-year-old. He's 50.
Mm-hmm.
How long did he have her?
For quite a while, 2 months almost.
Beginning March 13th. About a month plus a few days.
Yeah.
Wow. And she is probably going to say, like you said, she probably is going to say, I love him.
And then the prosecutor won't be able to do anything. They can only do something about him going across state lines, because then that's federal.
So the age of consent is, what, 12?
I think it's around somewhere at 12 or 13 or something like that.
And it depends on what state, what country, because over in the other countries, the young girls, they're having sexual consent at 12. I mean, the parents are marrying them off.
Well, that's their country. That's
their
culture.
religious, their culture and their religious beliefs and things like that. So it just varies to where you are.
From state to state, it does vary.
Yeah. That's really interesting.
But if she says no, and that it was,
wow,
that's a totally different story.
That's deep. That is really deep. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
We're about to get some callers right now.
Okay.
I'm about to say something that is going to truly upset the whole nature of our conversation today. And I'm going to say this, and I do mean it. I'm with United Airlines. He should have got off the plane.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
Got off that
the
plane.
young man was being dragged off.
Good for him. He should have been dragged off.
Controversial.
He
He paid his ticket. Why should he be?
He should have been dragged off.
And it is fault that they overbooked.
Look,
That's right.
it wasn't about being overbooked. They had United Airlines employees that needed to get over to Kentucky,
Right.
and they asked for volunteers. Who's willing to, get
Get
up?
up, because they do that.
Because and we're going to give you a free flight, and we're going to give you a chance to get home.
Right.
This doctor, I'm doing quotations because he's been known to sell drugs and give false prescriptions, was asked to please get off the plane so our employees can get over to Kentucky so that they can go and fly.
Well, why should he?
He should have did it.
Why? He didn't have to.
He had a choice, and he made his choice.
Well, he paid his ticket.
First they asked for volunteers.
No
Right.
volunteer.
There were no, so they had to go through the next system, which was select who's going to get off the plane.
And so they selected.
And he tries to play the race card. You're trying to get me off the plane because I'm Asian.
Well, of course it is.
Malarkey. Just get
But
off the
again,
plane.
he paid his money. Why should he? Why come they didn't plan for that?
John.
Why come they didn't?
John.
This is my whole point. That's why we need a train system in this country that works. A train system, high-speed rail.
John.
That it's affordable.
Oh, well, they just need to make room, have those
Where?
reserved seats for just in case.
Why? Because
So a
this
passenger
is our
doesn't
Achilles
have-
heel. This is our country's Achilles heel. Not enough infrastructure. You need infrastructure, and we need a high-speed rail in this country to get the A to B for everybody. People who can't afford whatchamacallit. And you can still do it in the same time period it would take you to do a plane.
Okay, well, that's fine, but that still doesn't do anything
it
for
does. That means that United
That's
is not
rectifying-
managed well.
Well, that's not rectifying the problem.
The problem is
for the
they're not
airline.
managed well.
Well,
That's what I
they
see. If you
should
knew you
have
had
seats reserved.
bingo.
Okay, that was what I'm saying. They
But if
should
I
have
pay my
seats
money
reserved.
and you're gonna do something,
Yeah, I don't want to get up either. I don't want you to choose and say, "Well, I need to get off here
Hey.
because we need this seat."
Get off the plane.
No. I paid. I want to sit here. It's not my
I
fault.
won. I paid for
You
it.
know, and why should I be kicked off?
Have you ever
Why
paid
should
for
it wait?
something? Have you ever paid for something and you didn't get what you wanted? Okay, it happens. Things happen.
Not
Okay?
when I pay a lot for
Be
it.
a patriot. Be patriotic.
If I pay a lot for it, no patience.
Be patriotic.
Or that's not patriotic.
It is.
That's an
Look out for
airline.
Been doing a good deed.
Where are the Christians? Where are the Christians?
That's me, Christian.
You know
I'm
what
not
I'm
giving up my
saying?
seat. I paid for it.
But
Why
you-
come
but-
you can't be? Why
Okay,
come
it's
your
a- it's a
company
simple delay.
can't manage?
It's
It's
a
not a
delay.
simple
Okay,
delay.
it's a delay.
With American, with our
on.
airlines, it's never a simple delay.
Oh well, what the heck, things
It is a
happen.
delay. Things
It could be
happen.
a thunderstorm, and then they'd be like a 3-hour delay. What? And next thing you know, you're stuck there in a city for 4 or 5 hours when you could have been on your flight on the way home, and you're eating a bag of Cheetos for dinner.
Let me
Well,
tell you.
personally, if
No.
I had nowhere to be, I would have got up because
If I had no place to
there's
be.
a free ticket, and maybe even get put up in a hotel.
That's
depending
right.
on what time it is.
Maybe.
So that's
If I had nowhere to
I think
go.
that's a great deal.
If I had nowhere to
great
go.
compensation.
Well, yeah,
But what if you
sometimes-
had somewhere to go?
but
Well, if I had
sometimes-
somewhere to go, that would be different, especially if I had a time.
So what
zone.
would you have done?
But you know what? Anytime you fly, you need to make preparation for things.
And
to
they
happen
should make
anyway.
preparations for
Okay.
things to happen too. That's what I'm saying. They, the corporation.
The
should make
corporation, United
preparation.
Airlines.
They know they staff. They know what they got on hand.
Yeah.
And A or B or C or D.
Okay.
If
okay.
you don't, I mean, what's the point?
Okay. All right. So
That's telling me your organization is not run right.
All right.
Well, you look, it's like this. The guy should just get off the plane. He said no.
Why?
Wait a minute,
He
John.
said no.
John.
Then he said
when
he had place
law
to go.
enforcement, when the police tell you to
I
get
still pay
off,
my money.
it doesn't
That
matter.
you are going to pay. It
doesn't
does matter.
John.
It does matter. It does matter.
No, when law enforcement
With
comes to
law
you
enforcement who
and
has
the law, who has
no
jurisdiction.
there was
who
no
has
jurisdiction there.
Jurisdiction on that.
There was no law he broke.
Yes, it was.
What?
They
I pay
told
my
me-
money and they're not giving my
Okay,
seat?
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
my.
This is
What's
why.
the law?
This is
What was
why-
the law?
This is why.
And this is why they're settling and
This
paying
is
him money
why-
right now.
This is why you black folks get beat up at traffic stops.
And gonna get a
Because
settlement, $2 million
the policeman-
settlement.
The policeman says,
Not all the time.
Please,
Not all the time, but if you do it right, you
please
will.
show me your hands. Please get out the car. Get out the. No, I ain't getting out no car. Yeah.
Dude, but that had nothing to do
So,
with that.
but
This
here's
is
the-
totally different.
But this is a law enforcement.
This is law enforcement
This is
backing
called
up a
being
corporation for no laws were broken. This was a consumer who did the right thing, paid for his ticket,
But
and by a
John-
lottery system because a company
John-
can't manage,
No.
can't
no,
manage,
no.
don't
Okay.
know where their staff
Okay, fine.
is,
That's beautiful. Okay, all that's right. Okay,
Okay.
and that's
I'll
why
give
they're
you that.
settling for the money.
I'll give you
That's
that.
what they're paying them.
I'll give you that. But here's the thing. What type of example is this doctor showing when a police officer,
You didn't break any laws, so you're showing you're standing up for your rights.
when you stand up for your rights after you obey the police officer, you gotta
The police
do
officer
what
is
the police
supposed
officer-
to
No.
do what?
It's-
They're
his
supposed to
job is
enforce the
protect
law. You're
and to
there
serve.
enforcing a corporation's will.
I told
That
you
is
so.
totally different.
If he is a police officer, I can't.
If he's a police officer, if he is in the wrong, you're not supposed
Even
to follow.
if
If the
he's
police
in the
officer is in the
wrong.
wrong, you're still supposed to follow through.
If he asks you to leave the premises, you leave the premises.
Why he shoot you in the head?
then
Because
you
he's a
just-
serial killer.
No.
No. It's called. It's really you gotta obey
Right.
and respect.
No, you got to
rules
do it
and
when it's they're
regulations.
enforcing the law.
And they were
They
enforcing.
were enforcing. They were not enforcing the law. They were enforcing the corporation's
policy.
edict,
They were enforcing
which
the
is not
policy.
the law.
It's the law of that airplane. If I
No,
own a
it
jet-
is the policy of that organization.
Okay, John.
Callers, if you disagree, please give us a
216.
call.
Totally different thing.
539-7225. Let's get this thing straight so
If-
we can
if-
just move on about
if-
these
if-
Which
laws
brings
and
to the
rules.
point
Okay.
why, and I agree with 45 on this,
Okay.
infrastructure, we do need high-speed rail to be put throughout this country. And
And guess what? If you're on that
Cheap
high-speed rail
transportation.
and a police officer tells you, John,
Get off.
to get off,
it's
this
going to the speed of sound. It'll be kind of impossible.
before it leaves
Before
the
it
station,
leaves.
okay? Before it leaves the station. You have to comply and get off. You have your argument. There's a time and place for your argument.
I agree.
Mr. John Chain, whatever his name is, Dow was absolutely wrong. He was wrong. And I wouldn't pay him a cent. As a matter of fact, I take him to court and say he did not obey the law of that officer, asked him to leave.
But he didn't break any law, so that's why they can't win it in court.
So I think maybe the airline services need to have something posted and printed before
the
boarding
airline
flights
services need
stating,
competition. High speed rail.
Well, anyway,
letting passengers know so this will not happen again.
High speed rail.
I believe they should do that.
They need competition.
Because it happens. It happens all the time, and I've been there.
And you know what? And it's funny you say that because I forgot who used to be in the railroad business, and they realized, you know what? My business isn't railroad, but it's transportation. It was one of the airlines that went from railroad to airlines. Southwest. Okay, Southwest.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, now, if Southwest has any sense, they'll go back
to railroad
because they're a transportation business.
Right.
Mm-hmm. What is the mode of transportation people are using, and that's where you're going to find your profit. Right. It's just like I was watching the Founder. McDonald. You guys ever see that movie, The Founder?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, well,
is it good?
It's a good movie.
Okay.
You gotta watch it. It's about Ray Kroc.
Right.
And
one of the world's greatest sellers.
I mean, and his job was selling milkshake machines. That's what he did, sell milkshake. But he saw something in the system of the McDonald brothers. He said, you know what? They got a system. They didn't see their system could be duplicated.
Right.
All they could see is that they had a system.
And it worked.
Mm-hmm. And they had like maybe 2 or 3 McDonald's when Ray Kroc came. By the time he got done,
they were all over the place.
They were all over the country, all over the world.
Still standing today.
And
the golden arches.
That's right. It's a system that he saw that made it successful.
And it's still successful.
Yeah.
Do we want to, one of the few companies during the recession that was actually making a lot of money.
Yeah.
Making money. Making a
lot of money. Selling hamburgers.
Something simple, something.
How does that even come?
And you got the right brand, and you got it in there generation.
We gotta figure that one out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all about
finding
that branding.
That branding, that niche, and that fits with the consumer's mindset. It's like
programming the consumer, because all of it is just programming you.
Right.
Programs in mind. You hear it enough, you see it enough.
And you see those golden arches enough over the years.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And their pricing is just right.
Yes.
Their pricing has always been just right. So the affluent, the middle class, poor, everybody can eat here.
Right.
You can't beat it.
Even though the food isn't that great.
Well,
and it's not that nutritious at all.
It's not nutritious at all. It's loaded with sodium. Yeah. It's all salt.
It's amazing.
But it's that boom, boom, boom.
It's that programming.
It's programming.
It's
like
programming.
Coca-Cola.
Because I had to learn, like, when I get hungry, I say, I can stop at McDonald's. I don't do that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take yourself out of it.
I know I got to say, okay, I know that food is not real. It's not real food.
Right.
It's not doing anything for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you got to make that choice.
It's a filler. Okay, rallies. And everybody now is doing the 4 for, what is it?
What?
4 for $3. Or $4 for $4.
Yeah,
there's competition. McDonald's, Wendy's, rallies.
KFC.
Yes.
A bucket for $5 now. You get the little bucket.
Hey, but did you see about those KFC chickens that they were putting out?
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, now that's nasty.
With 5 heads and 10 wings.
That's just nasty. I wouldn't buy there.
Yeah. You don't like alien chicken?
No.
Tastes just like chicken.
You really have to be aware of the chicken that you buy, because some of these chickens you go in the store, it'd be 39 cents a pound, but my God, have you looked at some of the big old giant drumsticks
Right.
You know, that ain't real. That chicken been shot
real.
up. Yeah, you know, the stuff that they're
Well,
putting in
well,
there
you see they
for
closed-
weight and yes.
You see, they
Almost.
closed churches.
Oh, did they?
I haven't seen the churches. Have you seen the churches?
Because I know the only
No.
one they had was down here on Woodland.
Yeah,
Yeah, they closed.
And they're not there no more either. You
They've
know,
been closed.
they
Right.
the
Because
Japanese
churches
come
was,
out.
I mean, churches was the one.
That was-
Churches had those chickens that, wait a minute, this here wing is bigger than a breast.
Right, okay.
How in the world do you get a chicken wing, a drumette, bigger than a breast?
A little steroid, a little GMO corn,
And you know that stuff wasn't
and a
good
little
for
bit
you.
of hormones.
You know that they knew
Well,
that
you eat
stuff
at
wasn't
McDonald's, so hey.
And you know what? Check this
McDonald's trying
out.
to keep it normal.
Tilapia fish,
Oh,
they
my
say
goodness.
is man-made. You know, it's not even really fish.
It's a real fish.
It's not.
Wait, okay, John, how
Tilapia
old
is
are
a
you?
real fish, but it's not
John.
the majority of tilapia is
John,
farm raised.
John, think about this. She's right. Think about this. We're how old are you? About 50?
Mm-hmm.
John, when we was growing up, did you ever hear tilapia?
No.
No.
Well,
No. You
No,
heard what?
but-
How about about perch?
perch, but
yeah.
tilapia.
Red
Black
snapper,
bass,
black bass.
you know,
We ain't never
buffalo.
heard
That's because tilapia it's a fish indigenous to
indigenous. Okay, big words. Go ahead.
right, northern
heard
northern
it,
China,
indigenous crab.
India, and Nepal.
John, ain't no such
Fake.
thing as tilapia.
It's not fake.
Fake
It was a real
like
fish.
fake news, fake food
It's a
they're
real
putting
fish.
out there.
Hey, call
Okay.
if you think tilapia is fake, give me a call at 216.
It's a real fish. It just what's in a different Asian area.
It's a fish that they feeding poor
No.
folks and
No,
and it's,
it's
under,
not
I won't say poor
reports.
folks, but they've sold the heck out of it because it's very
You're right.
inexpensive.
You're right.
It's
And-
because
and it
now
got the look, it's got the
farm
taste.
raised. It's farm raised now.
Nah.
The majority of tilapia.
There's a restaurant in my
Because
neighborhood.
tilapia came when we pretty much fished out our perch, what's that?
Oh no, that's type of
Hancock.
perch. That's
And what is this other garbage? They got basa, that basa
Yeah, that
fish.
basa, where that come from?
Now, where that
For
come
the
from?
catfish, that ain't
Okay.
a catfish.
That basa, that's from Brazil. That's like from the Amazon.
John, listen to me. Okay.
Look, you can find that in the old National Geographic. It's a fish.
Let's go there. Let's find out where this
Okay.
basa come from.
Okay, a
B-A,
basa-
what is it? B-A-A-S-A or
Basa.
a basa fish.
It's like that.
Fish. You buried it, but BASA fish.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's
They're
find
real
out.
fish.
Basha fish. Okay, we're gonna go to Wikipedia, whatever it's called.
Wikipedia.
Basa, a native of the Mekong and Chayo
That's Vietnam. So it's
Parara
not.
Basin, Indonesia. This fish are important food fish with the international market.
It's a real
They're
fish.
often labeled in North America and Australia as basa fish, swa, and bakaruta. Okay,
See?
whatever.
It's a real fish.
Okay,
okay.
all right.
All
okay.
right, we'll let that one
But
pass.
it's because we have fished out our stuff, and now we got those regulations to rebuild up our population. So we had to get some of these fishes, the cheap, that are more staple from other places. Tilapia was the first, basa second.
Yeah, but tilapia, that doesn't even make true.
Problem with tilapia is a lot of places where they're raised, they got a lot of mercury level.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Truth about tilapia has risen to the top of the seafood staple of American dinner. Okay, so it has, like you said, it's cheap, it's easy to find, and it's fish, and so it's good for you, right? No, maybe not. There are some disturbing allegations about the fish, and
Okay.
one is particularly surprising. Some nutritionists have been touting a study that they implies the fish tilapia is as worse as eating bacon.
Yuck. See, it has no nutrition.
You're eating
Bacon
pork,
has nutrition.
fish, pork fat, nothing but fat.
But that's good for you in the wintertime. Look at the Eskimos. They eat seal fat, whale fat.
Okay, the truth is tilapia has as much omega-3 as other popular seafoods, including lobster, mahi-mahi, yellowfin tuna. Tilapia is also very low in fat. A 4-ounce serving of tilapia is about 1 gram of saturated fat, 29 grams of protein, and around
See,
200
it's a good fish.
of 200 milligrams of omega-3.
Yeah,
Well,
for
it's
your
just
heart.
it's important to know what we're eating these days.
See, look at that.
So.
Y'all were talking about made up fish.
I
Yeah, I still think it's made up fish.
I
And
You
the
know,
fish is, like,
it just
healthier than
appeared
everything.
out of, like you said, like you
It
said,
appeared
Larry,
out of nowhere.
over the
It's
last
been-
20 years, here
Right,
comes
yeah,
tilapia, you
here
know.
comes tilapia.
Well, yeah, here comes
And
tilapia.
Boston, something
Yeah,
new
right.
on
When
the
you done
market.
fished out everything we have because we didn't be good stewards, where were they gonna get some fish?
Some crossbreed, like they do.
So
the
they had to
fruits.
go. They had to go to the other countries and start a fishing industry over there.
Well,
That's
hey,
our fault.
we have-
Overfishing.
We have a caller.
We have a text from a Miss Pearl Reed.
Okay.
Hello. I'm not able to connect by telephone. I'm wondering if ticket purchasers are told up front that if they need it, the airline has the right to bump you from travel.
I think they are actually. Aren't
Yeah,
they?
I'm sure it's probably a part of the ticket.
Right. I think
And
it's
that little fine print
in
that
fine
nobody
print.
reads.
Right. I think it is in there, Pearl. In that fine print.
Right.
They do notify you, of course, like cigarettes, which I smoke, which I shouldn't. But you got that fine print.
Well, maybe they now need to enlarge that print and have it visibly
Why?
so people can see it before they board the plane.
You know what? They should know now. They should now know.
I
Yeah.
think they do.
And even if it is small print, and I agree with you.
Thank you, Pearl.
If a policeman tells
Again.
you to get off the plane,
If you didn't break
get
any
off
law,
the plane.
if you
get
didn't
off.
break any law,
Okay, John. John, you know what? If you're sitting in this
as an
studio,
American, you have a right.
If you're sitting in the studio right now and I said, John, you have to leave out my studio. You have offended me to the
And then
of
you
the
can
law.
go-
And
and
then
then
you say,
I-
I'm not going. I pay to be here.
Right.
And I have to call the policeman in here. He asks you to move.
And then
you're
I
gonna say,
move.
No, I pay to be here.
That's
Okay.
different. That's totally
But that's-
But you pay
different.
to be here.
Right.
But you pay to be
That's
here.
totally
So that's just
different.
like going somewhere publicly and having a seat, and then you misbehave in public.
But he did
And they-
misbehave.
and
He
you
did.
and you paid your ticket.
But he did
You're sitting
misbehave.
there, and now they called.
But he
the
did
police, they
But
misbehave.
sent
when
you
he
out.
was asked to leave the plane,
He said no.
he's misbehaving at this point.
How was he moving? He said no. I
They
paid
asked
my
him
ticket.
politely, and he said no.
He should have got his tail off the plane.
Well, he's about to get rich, so there you
no,
go.
he's not going to get rich.
They're going to put
Yeah,
some money
he
in
is.
his pocket.
I'm gonna
Okay.
fight
a lot of money in his pocket.
I'm going to fight it. I'm going to fight it.
All right.
He's
let
supposed
me,
to get a
let
lot
me
of
see if
money.
I get on the plane and act
Yeah,
up like that and
come
see.
on.
So if he gets paid, I'm getting on the
Oh,
plane
you
now.
shoot. Me too.
Okay. Get
Not
some
really.
quick, fast cash. All
You're not
right?
Asian.
I'm
No.
not getting up the seat.
Yeah, you're not an Asian doctor, so you got to do it.
I got to do a little
Little
tweaking.
tweaking,
I
you know,
tweaking
the
my
makeup
looks.
there.
Okay.
I'm sorry, people. I didn't mean it.
Change my language up a little bit.
Yeah,
Add
you
me an
know.
accent, okay?
Exactly.
What did you mean there?
Yeah, right,
I ain't
right.
ride this plane just like
Right.
everybody else.
Me
did.
right plane, me right plane.
Okay. the plane. I'm going.
Oh, boy, we have digressed.
Right, we are.
Yes,
a little bit.
well.
A little bit.
So
Okay.
so come on. I want to talk about some more things that people want to express that are not calling. We got people texting and people watching.
okay.
They're just not telling us things that they want to express. Okay, wait, Pearl said something else. She says, Pearl says that being the case, the gentleman should have complied with the rules and exited the plane. Thank you,
Thank you, Pearl. That's what
Thank
all we
you,
were saying.
Pearl.
That's all we
Thank
were
you,
saying.
Pearl.
And took the free
Thank
ticket that they were going to give him,
Pearl.
not make a scene.
Right.
Still bad management. Don't fly Delta. Oops.
Now, Sir John, that's not cool.
Bad management. If you don't know where you're staffing, it's just bad management to me.
Well, all right. So I know there's been some other interesting things going on throughout our city, and I want to say, yeah. Well, you know,
Cavs are
after
doing pretty
Sunday,
good.
you know, the Cavs are kicking butt this afternoon.
Hopefully they're
Yeah, I
winning.
think
You know, I hope
when
it.
we
Yeah,
came in.
yeah.
I think
Good.
we were winning.
They were like 10 points ahead, so that was cool. I do want to say something. I want to get this off my chest. Had a very interesting week at work. And I do want to say that, you know, sometimes we can get in our comfort zone and where you may want to be may not be for you. But, you know, you try and you pursue that. And God has a strange way of letting you know what's for you and what's not for you.
Yes.
Okay, and so I'm really going to say I really thank the Lord for opening up my eyes and let me see that, you know, get out your comfort zone and do something else, you know, because a lot of times we can get too comfortable
True.
and where we're placed.
What's wrong getting comfortable?
comfortable is good, but sometimes when it's time for you to grow and move, and you don't want to move on,
Then you're not gonna grow.
Then you're not going to grow. So certain situations and things may occur. So the light comes on, and therefore, it could be a blessing in disguise for you to just pursue, step out that boundary, and do something different, or find what it is that you like doing, and do it.
I gotta disagree with you on that.
Why do you disagree with that?
Okay. Look, let me explain something to you. Mama and them told me this a long time ago. Sometimes when we get offended, okay,
Yeah.
in situations, it's something then that we need to be able to. It's a flaw in us.
Okay.
It's a flaw in us.
Okay.
So if John,
Back here we get
And
angry.
the flaw could
which
be
I always-
that you
okay, but
you
how
got
do I
too
handle?
comfortable.
Okay, but how do I handle my offenses? And the reason I'm saying that because as a pastor and being in church for 20 years, people get offended. Okay, and guess what the first thing they do? I'm out of this church. I'm leaving this church. Instead of working on that on why they were offended and how to get not to be offended by maybe it could be an ignorant statement or someone didn't wave or someone didn't speak to you or someone offended you. First, let me drop down and look at me. Okay?
And it's something I'm still learning.
Well, you know what? You have to set
And I'm not
back.
saying you were offended. I'm
No.
not saying
What
that.
I'm saying
But
is
what I'm
that you have
saying
to learn and take
It's
things
something that makes you
put
uncomfortable.
it in a positive way.
Right,
It's
but if you don't take that offense and deal with it, guess what? You're
It'll
going to take
happen
that
again.
to the next place,
Yes.
and to the next place,
Yes.
and to the next place.
You can't run from it.
You
You
can't-
need to
you
look
can't run,
inside.
you
You're
can't
right. You
hide.
got a valid
Right,
point there.
right,
Yeah.
right.
You
And so
know.
that's all I'm saying. I mean, I think just always look at all aspects of things. Because God will open doors. Because I know my wife's probably listening, but I'm gonna use her as an example. I mean,
Okay.
she was given this fantastic promotion, interim
Okay.
city commissioner of health, interim now.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that, okay, we know that you are valuable, you're a great person. We're going to place you in this governmental position, with all these people under the health department under you, interim,
Okay.
until we find another.
Another one to replace.
Okay, that's what interim means.
Right.
Okay, that means that you're cool, but we're looking for someone
somebody.
Right.
else.
Right.
She didn't take it like that. And, people say, you should apply for the job, you should apply for the job, you should apply for the job. She didn't apply for the job. Okay? Until it came to the point where they're about to
Find somebody
interview
else.
people for this position, then she showed an interest and they said, nah, we got somebody.
Wow. After she's been doing the job.
After she's been doing an excellent, superb job. So they put her back in her director's position over in a couple of health centers.
Uh-huh.
I know she said she wasn't offended, but the first thing she wanted to do was start to look for another job.
Okay.
Cleaned up her resume, got her resume going, hired a guy for $300 to write a new resume and all this crap. And she was offended by that because, she did
I did an
position.
excellent job.
Right.
Right.
Why
Why-
And when you do
But why
an
you not
job, it
even
is
look?
offensive.
The mayor said it's interim. The director said it was interim. If they
And she
wanted to
knew
hire
that
me-
in the beginning that it was
but she did
interim.
it for about a year, so they must not going to be hiring nobody.
Right.
It's going to be me.
Right.
And so,
Assuming.
she said, God,
What
time
she
for
did
her to
actually-
move. It wasn't time for her to move. Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
Not until you overcome that. Until you can overcome that, God's not going to promote you until you can overcome it. Then now he's involved in it because he doesn't care about how much money you make. He doesn't care how what position or title you have.
Right.
He's more concerned with your character.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's looking at. He's looking at your character. Trust me, don't I know it? Because I had a terrible character. I cuss you out in a minute. Now I have a radio show where I can just talk about all kind of crazy stuff and offend people and don't even, it's great. I don't have to cuss nobody out.
And
But,
Section 8 is the devil,
and Section
right?
8 is the devil. I'm going to start a show. Section 8 is the devil.
There you go.
But that's all I'm saying. We have to understand what is really
Going on
going on here, and let's get it corrected.
within
Right.
ourselves.
That's true.
Right, within ourselves.
Yes.
So now, if something occurs or a door opens for you, or you can go in there with a great characteristic. Because believe me, the green is not always greener
True.
on the-
on
Yeah.
the other
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
I have learned that one. I've been married 3 times, so I don't know.
Well, you know what? And also, it's not so much important as well as it is important for you to be able to have the be compensated. Well,
Sure.
you still have to be able to enjoy what it is that you get compensated for.
Right. And
You
you
know?
got to look at that too.
Yes, and so everything needs to be measured out and weighed out.
It's
You know,
where you are in your life.
because I've had jobs where, hey, I made good gobs of money, but oh my God, it was the worst thing to be in there. You know, and I really couldn't even enjoy the money because I was spending my time so much at the job.
Right.
You know, and I learned early about working for money. You know,
Right.
I learned how to be able to enjoy what I do to make my pay. You
Very
know.
good.
hmm So that was
Very
a
good.
lesson well learned at an early age. You know.
So-
And I'm glad I had that
So
experience.
that's where you're at now. You're looking for something that's,
Yes, I want to be able to still enjoy because, you know, if I got to get up and spend my time all day, let me be happy. I want to be happy. I'm going to be happy,
Exactly.
you know, and it's not going to always be about the dollars. I'm going to be happy,
Right.
you know, because if
Exactly.
I'm not
Man,
happy,
that-
how
that's
can
just
I
you
make
gonna
you
burst out
happy?
You
Hello,
deserve,
Okay.
to be happy. You deserve to make yourself happy because if you ain't happy, sister, you're going to make us all miserable.
That's right.
So
That's
we
right.
want you happy.
Then because I'll have road rage.
Come on.
And I see them on the street every day with the
Oh,
road
my
rage.
goodness.
I was going to work the other day. This girl, I really wanted. Now, that wanted me. I wanted to create some road rage with her. Here she is sitting at the light, not sure which way to go. Okay, she's got the baby in the back seat in the car in the seat. And all of a sudden, you know, here I am. I'm going to go around her. Next thing I know, all of a sudden, she get ready to come over into my lane. I'm like, you crazy. You are crazy. Here you are.
just turn not looking.
Not, you know, not even paying no attention. But, you know, she's all wrong what she's doing. Plus, on what made me so mad was you got the baby in the back seat.
Right.
Okay. That could have been an accident
That's
if
right.
I wasn't looking.
Wow.
You know? I was like, you know, people are just so crazy out here in a hurry going nowhere. You know, leave home in enough time
Drive
so that way you
defensively.
don't have to be driving
I
fast.
agree with you on that. Drive defensive.
Yes.
Drive,
Yes.
drive defensively. You know, I'm all over the city because I do Uber from time to time. and
Do you? How do you
believe
tell me? You like Uber?
I enjoy driving.
Okay.
So this is why I enjoy doing Uber. It don't pay nothing,
Really?
but I enjoy driving.
Okay.
You know, if I need some extra cash, that's when I do it for cash flow purposes.
Are you
But as far as
afraid of the
profiting,
people? Or are you a little leery of where you're picking up?
6'2", 270-pound black man ain't got nothing to be afraid of but the guys in blue.
So,
So no, really, seriously, no, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
would you recommend it for a woman to do that?
My wife loves it.
Okay.
I had to convince her to do it. She did it, and she loves it. My Aunt Mary, she doesn't know anything about smartphone, dumb phone, or anything.
Okay.
But she calls me from time to time. She says, "Can you call me an Uber?" And I get on my app and have an Uber sent to her house, and the Uber picks her up and takes her to work, and she loves it. Yes.
Okay.
I would recommend it to any and everyone.
And-
Now you got
doing it
nuts
as
out
a-
in the
a
world,
work,
but that's everywhere.
Right.
You know. But guess what? The beautiful thing about it, I know who you are. I know your car. I know your license plate, and I'm watching you drive my auntie to her job
Okay.
until she get out. I know exactly when she's arrived. They go, "Dick," I see it.
Wow.
So you know, the Uber driver is very well tracked. The people getting in the car, they're tracked too.
Okay.
Because they gotta put a lot of information in, and to credit card information, address, you know, the
Okay,
whole.
the whole 9 yards.
The whole 9 yards before
Because
they
I
can
was
even use
really
it.
curious about how that
Yeah,
worked. Because
well,
I even
right.
thought about maybe
'Cause there's
I'd be
people-
an Uber driver because I know some of my coworkers they're
They're doing
Uber
it.
drivers and you know they come in. Oh, I made $100, you know, real quick over the weekend, a couple
Yep.
$100, you know,
Yep.
depending on the events and things like
That's
that.
right.
So it's a nice little
Yeah, it's a nice
side
little,
hustle.
it's exactly what they call it, a hustle, side
A
hustle.
little side hustle.
It's a side hustle.
It's a hustle.
What about Aaron Hernandez?
Oh, well, he hung himself in jail. They say. So
You think so?
You know what? I'm not really up on Hernandez, but I was surprised to see his mama was as black as me.
Oh, really?
Why?
I was surprised. I didn't know I thought he was like a total 100% Hispanic.
A Brazilian or
Brazilian, yeah,
yeah,
Puerto Rican.
Brazilian. I
No,
thought
but he
so
has a
too.
black mother,
Yeah.
you know,
Uh-huh.
and she wants $6 million from the Patriots.
Oh, they're gonna. That little girl's gonna get pretty much more than that.
Well, no, this is on top of everything else.
Yeah.
Oh.
For some sort of foundation.
Oh, she'll
And they'll
probably get
give it
that.
to her.
They'll probably give it to her. Yeah, but it's kind of weird that we were talking. You know how we're talking about laws different from state to state. That little bitty law that people had no idea about. I bet, and it goes all the way back to when Massachusetts was founded as a continent. So that particular law is older than the country.
Wow.
That's interesting. Well, also we lost
Good lawyers.
Cuban. We
That's
lost
all I
Cuban
say.
Gooding
Senior.
Yeah.
He just a few days ago, and
somebody else.
leukemia. I was reading that last night. He passed away. He had leukemia. That was so sad.
Charlie Murphy died of what?
Charlie Murphy!
Yes,
I
Eddie
love
Murphy's
Charlie
brother.
Murphy. Charlie Murphy.
Yeah,
I love Charlie Murphy.
we've lost
And it
some
was
great
funny.
people.
And Rick James.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Rick
who.
James?
Yeah.
That's who I can remember.
Yeah, I mean, that's how, him and he had that skit
Okay.
with Rick James. And, it was just, it was crazy. I mean,
On the Chappelle.
Yeah, on the Chappelle show.
I'm Rick James.
The Rick James. Come here, Charlie Murphy.
And then of
Darkness.
course we have Prince anniversary. I said, "Wow,
It's
time
been a
is."
year?
Yeah, I couldn't believe that. I was like, "Wow, a year already."
Amazing.
I was looking at that. What April 21st or something? April 21st. It was Rick, Prince. So yeah, and then Janet Jackson.
What?
She's leaving her husband and bringing the baby on back here to the States.
Oh, boy.
That didn't work out.
Yeah, I don't know
think
about
that would
work
work
out.
out.
Janet, Hallie, they just like,
I don't know if it's
They
work
just
out.
need
I think they
regular
have,
guys.
a understanding.
What'd you say?
I think there's an understanding.
well, I got some good news
Yes.
that Serena Williams is
Pregnant. Yeah.
And won a tournament.
Grand Slam.
All right. Awesome.
While 8 weeks pregnant.
And then now that girl
make
is
everybody else
bad.
look kind of weak.
I want to see a man do that.
Yeah, Serena is bad.
She was what? And she won?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
exactly.
awesome. That
That's a
girl is
bad
sharp.
sister.
Yes, she is.
See something about sisters, man.
Hey, we got the
That's
Come on,
backbone.
hey, I gotta give it to him on that one.
I did too. You can't.
You cannot deny.
Yeah.
And even though
There's
she's
nothing
not,
like a black woman, I tell
Ain't
you.
nothing like it.
You can't.
Nothing
You can't
like
beat
it.
it. She did a good. That was crazy, but yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much telling everybody in her sport,
I am the queen.
right? And I can
Yeah.
dominate you whenever.
And, and if I want to play 9 months pregnant, I could. If I
Okay.
And I'll win.
And bring your
And you
game.
know it. So I'm gonna take a break. Come
Yeah,
back towards
I will come back and I will win
the French
again.
Open.
Yeah.
See you 9 months later, okay?
That is
wow.
great. That's good stuff. That is good stuff.
Yeah. So what an interesting week we've had. Well,
It's been an interesting week.
we're going to move on here and go and enjoy the rest of our Sunday.
Beginning of spring.
Yes, it's so beautiful. And I want everybody to just realize, be kind to your fellow man. No road rage.
None at all.
Stop the speeding and just be a little considerate for others.
Exactly. And to the twins, happy birthday.
Yes, alrighty. And so we thank you for tuning in here this wonderful Sunday with What's Going On
With Lady D.
and Sir John.
All right now.
And let's not forget the home of
The 25-cent advertisement. Come on. Any of you entrepreneurs, self-employed, got your own business, take advantage of it.
Yes.
Take advantage of this opportunity to get your name out there 24/7.
and give us a call here 216-57. They're calling
Yeah,
in.
someone would call now.
Oh, well, we got a few
What?
seconds. You want to let them talk? Let them talk.
Oh, they hung up.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I'm sorry about that, caller. You should have called just a few more minutes earlier. But however, if you ever feel like you want to be a guest on our show, please give me a call at 216-571-2235. Because we always want to talk about what's going on.
What's going on? And there's a lot going on in Cleveland. In fact, at my mother's birthday party was a young man, probably one of the best, a self-taught violinist.
Oh, well, was it Humble G?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's hot.
How did you know? I'm like, what? I was like, what? Whoa.
Wow.
He's really, really good. We got to have him here at the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Really good.
Oh, and not to mention, we're going to get the new guy who's running, Zach Reed. Must get Zach Reed on our show.
Zach Reed and
Zach Reed
and the
is
mayor.
hot. Yeah, he's coming on. He's going to be running for mayor. This is going to be exciting.
It's gonna be.
I
exciting.
can't wait to get him in the hot seat. Okay,
Yes.
guys, we gotta go.
Okay, later.
I love you. Jesus love you. Nothing you can do about it. And guess what, folks? If you're on Section 8,
You are not.
You're not. So listen, just be blessed, okay? Be blessed. Section 8 is not the devil.
Section 8 is the devil.